crafty friends. Thank you for stopping by. So today is April 20th and it's time to share the card that I created for this month's Oh So Inspired. I am a part of this collaboration team that is organized by Alicia from Call Me Crafty Owl. To see the cards that the other team members have created, there is a playlist link in the description box and on the end card of this video. If you don't want to use the playlist, there is also a list of all our YouTube channels. So this month we are being inspired by our teammate, Jay Thomas, and you can find him here on YouTube at his channel called Craft by Jay. As I was scrolling through his Instagram posts, I came across this card, and I decided to use it as my inspiration piece. I love the angle on this card, and I really love how you can show off more than one design of the pattern paper. So this was a sketch from Kendra's card challenge, but I didn't have the sketch dimensions and stuff to follow, so I just started playing around with the sizes of the paper strips. This is such a great sketch to use up scraps from your stash. So let's take a look at my card and the products that I used. So here is my card. Now, in the one that I showed you, it was laid out this way, but I really wanted it to be portrait, so all I did was turn it this way. And I love it. I pulled in the paper from this. It's called Garden Walk. And I pulled in some of the papers, and I'm using like the front and the back side. And I'm using that one and the back side as well. And this one and the back side as well. But this is such a fun paper pack. So this is the paper that I'm using. And then I really wanted the background to be embossed. So I found this embossing folder called Ornate Floral 3D, and so I pulled that in. And I wanted my strip here to have a little design in it, so I pulled in the stitched greenery so that I could add a little bit of design to that strip of paper there. And when I adhered my strips down here, I went ahead and left a little gap between them so it would look like it was kind of matted. And then I pulled in the shape stitch framelits to die cut my oval for the happy birthday. And I am using a new stamp set that I have that I'm falling in love with. And it's called A Year of Flowers. And I used the happy birthday from this set and the hoping your day blooms with happiness on the inside of my card. But here's what I really like too, is you can stamp these flowers and then get the name of the month that flower is in. And so I needed some birthday cards for May. So I thought I would use this one, but I wanted more than just one floral image. So I stamped one where I had the May in there, and then I stamped it again, and when you use the dies that's in this set, it cuts out the word May. So that is what's so fun about it. And I just did my coloring with my ink pads and a blender pen because there really wasn't a whole lot that I needed. And these are the Lily of the Valley flowers. But I wanted just a little bit of blue in there. They're mostly white, but you have some variations. But I just added just a titch of that pretty peacock that's in this paper, just to the very tips of them. I think it turned out really cute. And then all the other dies also come from this set. So I used these two little like foliage, and I used this And the way I got it to matte is I die cut one out in the Pretty Peacock, and then I just cut it in half, and then, you know, I don't know what the word is. I moved it up a little, and then glued it there. So I had a little bit of that Pretty Peacock cardstock showing as a matte there. So I think it came out so cute. And I went ahead and glued all this down flat, and then I even glued my happy birthday to this panel. But then I did some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back. And in this one, I did some Stampin' Dimensionals and then some other ones that I had that are a little thinner, just because it was going to be, because this was popped up, I really needed this popped up just a little bit more. So I think it came out so cute. And then on the inside, I just added some more of that designer paper at the bottom and stamped that sentiment and the Poppy Parade, because that's the color of my cardstock here. And I just colored the leaves with a little bit of garden green, because that's also what's in this paper right here. And I just used my blender pen. So there we go. I think it came out so cute. I really like it. And so while I was at it and I had strips left over, I made another one. Of course, down here the strips look different. But now I have 2 cards for May birthdays. All righty, there we go. There is my card for this month's Oh So Inspired. So thank you so much for stopping by to see what I created. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, you can show me your joy by giving it a thumbs up. And don't forget to check out all the other cards created by the other team members and see what card they each picked from Jay's cards for their inspiration. And thank you, Jay, for giving us our inspiration this month. Hope to see you all next month on our next Oh So Inspired. And until my next video, remember, choose joy, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye.